back to Kev's Hobby Showcase. I'm of course Kevin. You may have also seen me on Tabletop Jones Productions, where John and I are the two idiots playing board games. And today, well, I did have a little bit of change of the schedule. A little, I took last weekend off, but this weekend I'm back on track, and I am doing the cooking video. And in honor of St. Patrick's Day, it'll be corned beef. Now, I know the traditional meal is corned beef and cabbage. Well, me and my kids don't like cabbage, so. This is what I will be making. I will be making the corned beef traditionally, as it's usually made. I'm going to be boiling it, but then I'm also going to make my seasoned potatoes, but not the small potatoes. I'm going to get the big ones. So, what happened was I tried it out one day. I really wanted those potatoes, and I didn't have the small potatoes. So, I said, you know what, screw it. Let me just make it with with bigger potatoes. I did have a bag of them, and I cut them up. I did the same thing I would normally do. I cut them in half. I had the Pyrex filled with oil. I put it in there. I put the seasoning on top. I had it in the oven for the same temperature, like around. I was like either I think it was 425 for like 45 minutes, and my God, they came out so good. So the potatoes were so tender. I mean, practically falling apart, which was absolutely fantastic. And so also what I'm going to be doing for a vegetable, I bought. I don't have baby carrots. I have regular carrots. I'm going to cut them up. I'm going to boil them to make them soft, and then I'm going to cook them in a pan to give them like a little bit of a, little bit of a roasted char look. Because I really do like it that. I don't know about you guys, but I do. So anyway, getting everything ready in the kitchen. So I'm going to take a little break, and when I come back, I'm going to be in the kitchen getting ready to at the very least start boiling the corned beefs, which does take a while. It does take a long time, a couple of hours. So I'm going to get it started. It's actually early in the day, I'm going to get that started, and when I come back, so we'll be right back. Okay, and here I am in the kitchen. I got my pot here already filled with water, and it's starting to heat up at least. Let me bring it down here, and okay, as you can see, I got 3 pieces here of corned beef. Now, I will say, getting them out of the package is messy, which is why I didn't do it on camera. So I'm going to put these in the pot, get these boiling very soon. And like I said, it is messy, so when I'm done here, I'm going to be wiping down the, oh, no, not yet. I'm going to be wiping down this cutting board. Put it in there. Now, one thing I've learned, so here in each package is a little packet of dill weed. So I've learned that basically this is very good to cook with the corned beef. So I'm going to take each one, I'm going to pour it in and let it boil with the corned beef. All right. Okay, whoops. Yeah, because it's still covered in all the gook from the packaging. Oh shoot, this one didn't open all the way. There we go. Okay. Alright, let me clean my hands. Alright. Let's get this. Now like that. Now I have the... Oh, sorry. Sorry about that. Okay, so right now I have the flame on medium. As this starts to boil up a bit, I'm going to turn it to low because it will start to boil over, and that I don't want. But anyway, so this is going to be like this for at least 3-4 hours generally. Everybody has a different preference. Honestly, even after a couple hours, it's usually pretty well cooked. So, but I'm going to let it go 3-4 hours. The meat gets very tender, practically pulls apart. All right, so we'll let this go for a bit, and it's not going to be until later that I make everything else. So, so right now I'm just going to clean the cutting board and get it all ready to go for for much later. All right, so stay tuned. We'll be right back. See, for you it's going to be a few seconds. For me, it's going to be a couple hours. All right, be right back. Okay, I'm back now. The corned beef is still boiling. It's going to boil for a while. It's only been in maybe about an hour. So it's not, nowhere near done. So, but right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the potatoes ready. I already started preheating the oven, And so basically I'm just going to be cutting up the potatoes, putting them in. But, you know, I know you've probably seen me do that before, but let's get the camera there. Alright, there we go. Okay, so got my bag of potatoes. Now these, like I said, these are, well, I mean, they're small-ish. They're not like the small potatoes I normally do. So I already got the my Pyrex coated in oil. So same thing, just cut them in half, put them in. So now, I'll just say, like I did this once before, and it came out really good. So I said, you know what? Let me make it for this. It's, you know, just me and my kids today. So, and you know, and of course, as you can, I don't know if you could see it. I'll back up a bit. So it's going to fill up the Pyrex pretty quickly. All right, maybe just one more potato for this. All right. So, whoops. See if I can get them all to fit. No, it's like the game of Tetris, right? Okay. Okay, I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. Alright, so, one thing I didn't do is take out my seasoning. I'll do that right now. Okay. Onion and garlic powder, Italian seasoning. Just like I did the last time, because it comes out really good. Just shake it all on top. Alright, get the Italian seasoning on. Okay, and that's pretty much it for that. So I'm going to do that one more time for the other Pyrex, and when the oven's ready, I'm going to put it in. All right, so still letting all this cook, and you know, I had to take the lid off the corned beef, as you saw before, mainly because, you know, there's still a lot of water in there. It was floating up. It was knocking the lid off. So, you know, I decided, you know what, let me just take the lid off. I mean, with the lid down, it would cook, you know, quicker, will boil quicker, but I could just raise the flame. And that's another thing. I had the flame up to medium before, and it was starting to boil over a little bit. But I'm going to turn it up a little bit, back up to medium, just to give it a little bit extra. And, all right, so like I said, so that's the, you know, I'm going to get the potatoes ready. The only thing after that is the carrots I said I was going to do. So, you know, but anyway, this is going to be a while before I even need to do any of that. So I might even be doing this a little bit too early. But anyway, I figured I just wanted to start it and get it out of the way. So we're going to let all this cook. I'm going to get this ready. Going to get it all in the oven, and when I come back, I'll be, I guess, getting the carrots ready. All right, so it's going to be a few hours, or at least an hour. But stay tuned, and I will be back. Okay, I'm back. Potatoes are out. Hold on, and I'll show you. You know, I'm going to show you how good they look. Yeah. Let me tilt this down. Okay. Okay. Look at that. These are gonna basically like, you know, it comes out almost the same way as the small potatoes. It's just that they're bigger. And let me tell you something. It's almost like having a half a baked potato. That's how soft it gets. So it's really, really good. So now I got the carrots ready here. Let me just tilt this down again. There we go. There's my workspace. So just going to basically chop this up, try to get it as thin as possible. And then I'm going to boil these to get them soft. And after they're boiled for a bit, I'm going to put them in a frying pan with a little bit of oil, so I can just roast them up a little bit. I'm going to do that with all of these. What I used to do, and I decided to not do this time, of course, is I would use a can of sliced carrots. So I was like, you know what? let me just get a package of carrots, cut them up myself, and do all that. You know what I'm gonna do. Because with the can of carrots, I could just put it directly into the frying pan because it's already soft. And then lo and behold, I make my shopping list, and these carrots are on sale. I was like, oh, look at that. It's like they heard me. Well, some are going to be thick, some are going to be a bit thin, but you get the picture. Of course, I already peeled these. And if you're wondering why I try to do this little motion here, is I try to make sure it's actually, that the pieces are actually separated. So many times I would cut these and it would be like a flip book, you know? They'd all be stuck together. Guess I'm doing all this on camera. And this is a really good amount of carrots here. And I managed to do it without cutting my fingers. Imagine that. Okay. All kidding aside. So I'm going to put that in the pot, of course, with water and you know, boil it up. And when I come back, I'll be putting it in the frying pan, and maybe even checking to see if the corned beef is getting closer to being done. I mean, it's already been in here for well over 2 hours, so I might let it go a bit more, because I think I started around 2 o'clock. It's just after 4 o'clock now, so I mean, you know, it's probably good enough to eat right now, but let's get it more. Let's get it more done. All right, so stay tuned, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back, and sorry, I mean, there we go, added some glare, somewhat. So anyway, I'm back, and the carrots have finished boiling. I was able to stick them on a fork, so they're done. They're done with that at least. So I'm going to get them out of that. I'm actually going to put them in a strainer first to get them out of the water, and then I'm going to put them in a frying pan. So give me a sec. That's okay, put that down. So first things first. Alright, there's a few that, there's always a few that stick. Okay. Okay. Not too bad looking. So here we go. Get the frying pan on there. Let's get some oil in that pan. And as you can hear, the corned beef is still boiling. Alright, so let's turn this way. Okay. So, get the light going on under there. And here we go. Stick these. Put those right there, like that. Spread them out a bit. Alright, so I'm going to let these cook. Alright, bring it back to me. Okay. Oh, jeez. Sorry about that. Ah, much better. So yeah, I'm gonna let those cook in the. Sorry, I'm gonna let those cook in the pan for a bit, and I'm gonna get that charred look. When they're done, I'll come back. I'll show you what they look like. And I don't, you know, I'm gonna let the corned beef cook just a touch more, just to make sure. All right, so stay tuned, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back, and those carrots look like they're pretty much done. Let's get this down. Okay, whoops. There we go. So, see, it's getting a little bit of a charred look. Yeah, pretty much done. All right, so let me turn that off. can't move that and the camera at the same time. Okay, let's give you back to my workspace here. And let's just get, whoops, I know that I just put oil in there, I know. No, I may have used a little too much oil. Oh well. Oil well. That's right, this is still going to taste good. And so, let's get the knife out. Fork if I can find it. There it is. All right. So, there we go. And yes, see, the piece is already starting to fall off, which is good. Now don't worry about the color, because as for those of us who know corned beef, we know it is always red and pinkish. See, it always looks like this. I mean, for those of you who know, for those of you who don't know, I'm telling you right now. All right. So here, okay, here we go. Oops, let me get in the way of the glare. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut all this up, bring it to the table, and then I'm going to start eating. All right. So stay tuned, and I will be back. Hey, I'm at the table. Got my plate all set. So I'll just bring it down here, and fun cutting the damn thing. All right. So, as you can see, I got some carrots, got some potatoes, and I got some of the corned beef. So I didn't take a lot of it because I'm going to do what I usually do, is I'll have some right here like this. I got some mustard here. Have it like this. Very good. And then the rest I'll put in a sandwich. Carrots are good. They're tender, but with the charred, I mean, a little bit of toughness, but not so that it's unenjoyable. And oh, see how easily that went through that potato. Cooked all the way through. Super soft. So, hope you enjoyed watching this. For those of you who do celebrate St. Patrick's Day, I hope that, I hope that this was to your liking. I know it's not a traditional St. Patrick's Day meal. Like I said, we don't really like cabbage, me and my kids, so I don't make the cabbage. I do make potatoes. I don't boil them. Well, I used to boil them, but I wanted to make them differently with a little bit more flavor. The corned beefs, they are a fatty piece of meat, so they do shrink. So getting 3 basically is not going to be a heck of a lot. It's enough for the 3 of us, and to have leftovers, which is what we want. Well, that's what I want at least. And then the carrots. Well, can't go wrong with carrots, right? So anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you hope you like what you saw. Please like, subscribe, and share. Share this video as much as possible. It's the best way to support me, support the channel. Also, please go to Tabletop Jones Productions and do the same there. John and I are putting up new videos, especially very soon. So there'll be some good stuff to see over there. And again, I'll have I do have a Discord if anybody wants to talk to me directly. I have it set up. The link will be in the description of this video. And let's see, anything else? I think that's it. I think that's everything. Oh, I'm sorry. Please also visit my Patreon. You don't have to. It's like it is a pay site. You don't have to pay for the exclusive content. I will have free content up there. But if you are inclined, please check it out. All right. So thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you again. And I'll see you again. Sorry. All right. Have a great day.